Bill Burr is famous for taking no prisoners. From friends
Your face has its own neck pillow.
to well-known personalities,
Bill is a married man. He's a father now. Congrats on that, Bill, by the way.
I got 2 kids. I had another one. I was going to call you, but I knew you wouldn't return the call.
No.
I don't think my last movie did well enough to have you send over your little heart of the city fruit basket, you piece of shit.
his sharp comebacks leave no room for ego, hypocrisy, or disrespect. Here's a look at his finest takedowns. 1. Joe Rogan. And here's where it gets messy.
The whole time there's been assholes on my street walking around, no masks.
You want people to walk down the street with a mask on?
Let's not start this, Joe.
Do you, though?
Let's not start this. Okay.
Let's start it.
Joe Rogan, the king of provocative questions, thought he could rattle Bill Burr on his own podcast. He kept jumping in, talking about masks, the pandemic, and acting like he had it all figured out. But Burr wasn't having it. Right away, he shut Rogan down.
I don't want to start this bullshit. I'm not going to sit here with no medical degree, listening to you with no medical degree, with an American flag behind you, smoking a cigar, acting like we know what's up. Better than the CDC.
Pointing out neither of them had a medical degree, dropping the CDC line like a hammer and adding a brutal jab that had the audience wincing.
Oh, God, you're so tough with your open nose and throat. Gee, Joe, and your 5 o'clock shadow. This is a man right here. A man doesn't wear a mask.
The crazy part? Rogan actually contradicted himself mid-rant, admitting he'd convinced himself he had COVID at one point. Burr didn't miss a beat, calling him out on panic attacks and hypocrisy.
And then I was convinced that I had it. At one point in time, I was like, God, I do feel like I'm breathing heavy.
Now who's the
about it?
Now
I got
who's
over it. I got over it.
Guy had a panic attack sitting on 12 elk. You had a panic attack
in
and
the
then,
sauna.
and then you felt bad about yourself, and then you attacked people with masks.
You could almost hear the crowd lean in, waiting for the next hit, and Bill delivered, one punch after another. Have you ever seen someone handle an interruption like that? It's like watching a masterclass in comedic domination. 2. Lee Delaria / Conan guest. But just when you thought Burr was done schooling people,
Oh, my ink. I have this mic on, so.
Yeah, that's all right.
Be a gentleman and help me out with my point. Seriously.
Hey, Conan, can you believe that marriage didn't work out? Yeah, I can't believe your relationships don't work out.
Bobby Lee, or was it Conan's guest, tried showing off tattoos and getting a laugh at Bill's expense. Burr didn't let it slide. The moment the guest made that remark, Burr fired back, sharp and quick. Can you believe your marriages don't work out? The burn landed perfectly. The crowd reaction was palpable. You could practically hear the wince as Burr pointed out failed relationships with surgical precision. It wasn't meant for the sake of being mean. It was precision comedy, the kind that makes you laugh, then think, then laugh again. Burr doesn't just poke at ego, he dismantles it, leaving no part of the act, the persona, or the attempt to one-up him intact. Have you ever had someone verbally tear into you so cleanly that it was almost impressive? That's Burr at his absolute best. 3. Kevin Hart. And this next one.
Today's guest is a true friend, a real brother. Ladies and
You've called
gentlemen.
me since 2003.
Man, it's comedy gold. When Kevin Hart appeared on Bill Burr's podcast, he expected some friendly banter. Instead, Burr went straight for the jugular. He took one look at Kevin's sweatshirt with his own name plastered across the front and couldn't resist.
This is what's mind-blowing that people are going to love. Bill
You
Burr.
have your own name on your sweatshirt?
Well, outside of that, I mean,
When are
I
you
don't
going to
know why
stop
you don't.
branding, Kev? We know who you are.
You've got your own name on your hoodie, Kev? We know who you are. The sarcasm was dripping, but Burr didn't stop there. He started mocking the fake humility and Hollywood self-importance, joking about how Kevin supposedly handed out hoodies to the homeless.
It's
Part
just
of
a
the
shirt.
hoodie with Kevin Hart. I hand out hoodies to homeless people because I care about downtown LA. Go see Jumanji Part 19.
Because he cares about downtown LA before casually plugging Jumanji Part 19. The jabs came fast, but all in good fun, until Burr twisted the knife one last time. When Kevin congratulated him on his kids, Bill hit back, yeah.
Bill is a married man. He's a father now. Congrats on that, Bill, by the
I
way.
got 2 kids. I had another one. I was going to call you, but I knew you wouldn't return the call.
No.
I don't think my last movie did well enough to have you send over your little heart of the city fruit basket, you piece of shit.
I was going to call you, but my movie didn't do well enough for you to send that little fruit basket. That's Bill, sharp, fearless, and completely unfiltered. 4. John Lovitz. This one, 2 old friends battling like brothers in a bar brawl, was utter chaos now.
Can you sing us a joke or something that you're doing? Maybe.
Yeah, sure. Bill Burr likes it in the butt. Gently, when you squeeze his left nut. Ow, the blood flows out of his butt wherever he goes.
Hey, you're going to open with that?
No.
That feels like a middle of the set.
You're the one,
when you
you're
bring
the one
it down.
who's opening.
Oh!
Opening with a joke that went way too far, singing about Bill in the crudest way possible, John Lovitz joined Burr's podcast. Burr merely smiled, waited, then overturned the table with the line,
Your face has its own neck pillow.
"Your face has its own neck pillow." The chamber opened up. Lovitz attempted to retaliate, mocking Burr's breath, but Bill doubled down.
Dad's a dentist. Did he forget to teach you how to floss? Jesus Christ, your breath is so bad my dog's throwing up, and he's sitting down there on the floor.
Jesus Christ, your breath is so bad. My dog's vomiting. Burr seemed to be savoring every minute of it. It was a total roast. Then came the knockout punch. Bill said Lovitz's father witnessed his show and terminated everything just to bypass the second one. Though terrible, crazy, and somehow still funny.
I heard your dad didn't die of natural causes. I heard he saw your act and went home and killed himself. So you wouldn't have to see the second show.
Burr's brilliance is that he may wreck you and still get you laughing about it. 5th, first-time comedian on Kill Tony. But here's where Bill Burr showed a different side. Still savage, but oddly noble.
Part of the joke, if you could like stand up and salute me real quick. Just do it. Okay. Oh, thanks so much. That was really nice of him. It's also why I think Donald Trump might become president.
On Kill Tony, a first-time comedian got up, clearly nervous, clearly bombing. The judges started tearing him apart, turning it into a roast. Burr sat there watching, unimpressed. Then out of nowhere, he entered.
Yeah, I know.
How did?
Yeah, but didn't you kind of f him with the music on the way up? You know, you're like, he's gonna suck. It's just you put it in everybody's mood. It's like, can you give him a chance? That doesn't happen to any.
We've had this.
He f***ed you before you got up here, man. You get a mulligan on that one.
Can we give the guy a chance? He snapped, calling out the panel for their smugness. He told them flat out, nobody can be funny in a minute. He wasn't defending a bad set. He was defending respect for the craft. When one of the hosts told him to calm down,
Bill, you're getting a little cranky. Go count your money, will you?
Bill clapped back instantly.
Jesse, you did so bad. One of our guests is about to quit. I don't know what else to tell you.
Oh, if there's a negative lining, Tony will find it. There it is, right between the ray of sunshine. There's that little nugget of negativity. You smarmy. Jesus Christ.
The audience went wild. It wasn't just funny, it was powerful. Burr turned what could have been another comedy beatdown into a lesson on humility. In a world full of egos, that moment showed why he's different. 6. Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee showing up on Bill Burr's podcast was sheer uncomfortable comedy gold. Bobby's nervous, squirmy energy makes you wonder if he just ran a marathon before settling down. Burr realized it right away and started going in swings.
Right, but Bill, bro, listen, dude.
Don't bro, dude. Me.
No, I'm gonna bro do you, dude. I'll tell you why, dude.
Am I bowing to you?
No. I don't want you to
talk
bow
to me in bro white speak. Listen, bro, dude. What are you doing here?
He teased Bobby for appearing like a man who hadn't showered in 3 days, and jokingly suggested he had probably never had socks since the Clinton presidency. Bobby's discussion about bleeding feet and his crashed automobile went on unabated by Burr.
Like, because my feet are. Look at this. It's bleeding right here.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's only because you don't take care of yourself.
I don't.
Yeah, and then I'm supposed to sit here as an adult, be upset when they have all cures for all your ails.
I know.
Same thing with your car. You could get that thing fixed. The whole thing is not worth it.
No, it's not. That's not why I'm not worth it. Bill.
Do you ever think maybe your feet are bleeding because you're walking barefoot through your problems? He barked. The delivery was faultless, half therapy session, half roast. While Burr kept dropping truth bombs about self-neglect and wrong life choices, Bobby laughed anxiously. Bobby was still laughing at the finish. Burr was still smirking, and the crowd was sobbing with laughter. It was embarrassing, honest, and just Bill Burr-like. 7. Theo Vaughn. Now, when Theo Vaughn and Bill Burr share a room, it's like two worlds colliding, one powered by chaos, the other by sheer irritation.
It's that comic ADD. Like, I don't want to, I'm not into it. I don't want to hear it. I got it. Your show. Go ahead. Continue.
I remember, all right, let's talk about old shows then.
We don't have to. It was so funny how you bailed twice on that. You
Patty Duke, what about that?
You made me feel like an asshole, like that was the 15th time I brought it up.
Theo starts with his trademark randomness, nervously asking Burr about shows he clearly doesn't care about. Burr sits there, staring like a teacher waiting for a late homework excuse. Then Theo drops the strangest question of the night.
Do you keep a weapon on yours or no?
On what?
In your, I don't know if you have a helicopter, if you rent a helicopter.
Do I really have to answer that? He knows goddamn well I don't have a weapon. Why are you doing this?
You don't? You wouldn't have a gun? I don't think it's obtuse really to think you might have a weapon in there with you. Think about it.
Have you ever seen a helicopter with weapons on it? Burr's expression said it all, utter disbelief. Yeah, Theo, it's called the military, he deadpanned, leaving the room howling. Every time Theo tried to shift gears, Burr's sarcasm hit harder. He humbled him gently but firmly, the way a big brother checks his kid sibling. You're like a human Google search gone wrong, Burr quipped. Theo laughed, clearly aware he'd been schooled. Burr didn't have to raise his voice. His sharp wit and deadpan realism did all the destroying for him. 8. Sarah Silverman. Then Sarah Silverman comes along.
We fight often.
Because I go on stage and then you try to correct my jokes.
I don't try to correct your jokes.
You're like,
sometimes.
but what if you said if the woman did this because of this? And
that was one time, and I admit I was being aggressive.
A mix that was at once hilarious and incredibly humiliating.
Saying that, I think that you love me. Because every time we fight, as I'm driving home, I get a text from you that says, you know I love you, right? And I go, yeah, I love you too.
That isn't me.
Sarah said during an interview that Bill loves her and even sent late-night text messages. How did Burr react? Classic Burr, half offended, half exhausted. Don't flatter yourself, he fired back, rolling his eyes like a man attempting not to explode. Straightening up, he fixed his posture and slowly deconstructed her narrative fragment by segment. Burr precisely corrected her every time she attempted to make it something flirtatious or sentimental. You texted me, he reminded her.
Like that intro was just like, yeah, it was
I thought you'd like that.
I hate this guy, he's a douchebag, but he came down here. I mean, that's how I heard it.
Stressing every syllable like a frustrated father addressing a youngster who had just broken the television. The tension became funny as Burr pointed out how ridiculous the whole affair was. Sarah was chuckling nervously at the end. The audience was laughing to death, and Burr, again, demonstrated that no one, not even his comedic friends, escapes rewriting history surrounding him. 9. Howie Mandel. When Howie Mandel sat across from Bill Burr, he probably expected a light-hearted chat, but Burr had other plans.
But I've been very open about it. Mm-hmm. But this is not about me. Is that why you go on TV and judge other artists? To make you feel like a big man?
Right from the jump, he tore into Howie's ego like a surgeon with a vendetta. Mandel proudly showed off his shiny YouTube plaque, bragging about subscriber milestones. Burr just stared, then burst out laughing.
All right. Did you get some new t-shirts? No. Oh! YouTube plaque. Oh, you got a YouTube plaque?
Yeah, we just hit 100,000.
We just hit 100,000 subscribers. Oh my God.
Why is that funny?
It's just funny. That's the stupidest. Well, why would you do that? Like,
How many one-armed kids in Africa had to dig out that aluminum for some asshole over here to make that thing? What are you going to do with that? Put it next to your Cable Ace Award? You held that up like it was a Golden Globe.
You're a grown man showing me a participation trophy, he said, shaking his head. It wasn't mean, it was brutally honest. Burr shredded the idea of chasing awards and online validation, calling it...
Here.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Sit down.
You're an asshole.
Billy Corrigan.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole?
Yeah,
I thought this would be great to bring a family together.
Well, he didn't tell you. He told me you were totally cool with me coming.
That's what he does. That's what he does.
I thought it would be a good surprise.
Can this be edited out?
Emotional manipulation dressed up as success. The audience cracked up, but Howie tried to steer the conversation toward his family, sharing emotional stories. Burr, completely unmoved, leaned in and said, "So that's how you get people to stop making fun of you?" The room exploded. Howie's grin faded for a split second before Burr lightened it up again. It was the perfect balance of roast and revelation. Bill reminding everyone that being rich and famous doesn't excuse being dramatic. 10. Bill Maher. And then came the heavyweight battle, Bill Burr versus Bill Maher, two sharp-tongued comedians with zero filters and one overloaded ego in the room, and it wasn't Burr's. During Burr's appearance on Club Random, Maher kept interrupting, lecturing, and flexing his vocabulary like he was still teaching. Philosophy 101. Burr sat there, unimpressed, then unleashed. He mocked Maher's outfit first.
Listen, I get it. You're not a knock-around guy. You looked up Latin words and you didn't hang out with the fellas and they used to hang you by your underwear at the lockers. So now none of them are funny because this is your one thing. But I'm funny. They could never be as funny as me.
Well,
like there's so much about you that's funny that you're not even trying to be funny. Your whole outfit is hilarious.
You dress like a guy who reads Latin to his cat. Maher tried to smirk it off, but Burr wasn't done. He shredded Maher's pretentiousness, calling out his obsession with sounding smarter than everyone else. When Maher bragged about knowing Latin, Burr clapped back.
I'll tell you that Bill Maher is really smart. He is really well-read. He just said prima paravardis.
Prima inter pares.
Inter pares.
You know what? I'm not the bad guy because I know more.
You should say, I'm sorry, I'm not stupid, Bill. That's what you should have said.
Yeah, that's useful when ordering coffee, but the final blow was nuclear. After Maher made another condescending remark, Burr smiled and said,
"One of the best things you did for society is you didn't have kids."
"One of the best things you did for society is you didn't have kids." The crowd fell silent, then laughed. Even Maher couldn't recover. Burr didn't just win the exchange, he owned the moment completely. Bill Burr proves that no matter how famous, disrespectful, or awkward a celebrity might be, there's no hiding from his humor and honesty. From Joe Rogan to Bill Maher, he blends comedy and savage truth, leaving his targets roasted, and the audience laughing every single time. Like, share, and subscribe.